We should stock up on supplies before we begin our next mission.
Finish familiarizing yourself with the Prydwen's personnel. Then meet me on the flight deck.
Elder Maxon.
Finish familiarizing yourself with the Prydwen's personnel. Then meet me on the flight deck.
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot. Leaves that memorable bumps on the spill.
Lived until you took one and murdered them. That's a challenge.
Hi. If dumb and ugly had a child. Excuse me. Have you ever fired a minigun? Choose through ferrules like paper.
Knight. Internal monitoring active. Looks fine.
Proximity sensor.
Know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator?
I can guess.
Don't get smart. You want to see the Brotherhood's greatest warship brought down by bugs?
All right. Just don't tell England.
You know, before getting shipped to the Commonwealth, I thought Elder Lyons still had some good points. The Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland, they were about helping. But this assignment, it's opened my eyes. On the flight here, we passed city after city. Buildings taller than I've ever seen. Some that nearly clipped the Prydwen. And who uses them now? Mutants. Freaks. Seeing all that destruction, tens of millions dead, brought on by technology run amok, it made it so clear. Elder Maxon is right. The wasteland needs to be cleansed.
Hi.
And we're the ones to do it.
We're lucky to have her in our arms.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, brother.
Got it.
Science nonsense.
Excuse me, Squire.
Elder Maxon
Squire.
says it's important
Hail,
to take our
Knight.
duties
I'd
as a
gladly
squire
lay down my
seriously.
life. Keeps humanity from
Never-
repeating
Excuse
the
me.
apocalypse. The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
While I appreciate your attempts at diligence, Initiate, the sheer volume of complaints you have filed implicating your brothers and sisters as synth agents has done irreparable harm to ship morale, as well as your own credibility. Proctor Ingram, Paladin Dance, Elder Maxon.
There's no time to waste.
I understand the stress of our mission is great, and for that reason I am inclined to show leniency for the damage you've done. Your reassignment will be effective immediately. Welcome to Recon, Initiate. Do us proud.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from the ferals.
Radiation has a twisted sense of humor.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about.
Sounds like you're disappointed.
I'm not disappointed, just surprised. You don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see. I just fixed up a pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Most people in your condition would have given up. I just wanted to hear your story.
Sure. What the hell? I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
That's quite a drop.
The enemy had no way of getting to us up there. It was a perfect liftoff point for the vertibirds. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Wow, that's pretty lucky.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all about the steel, the servos, and the circuits. Besides, I'd hardly call getting both my legs crushed lucky. Anyway, if you need any work done on your power armor, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Hail, Knight.
Hi.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth. Oh god, bull rat on his stick was a really bad idea. Excuse me.
Maxon might appear compassionate, but I can assure you...
Oh man,
the Institute
I'm late
will
for
face
muster
his
one
wrath.
more time. Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups.
Remember, come find me when you're done meeting the rest of the crew. Be at work if you need it.
Tegan.
Come back when you're done introducing yourself. I don't want to interrupt your meet and greet, so be sure to stop by when you're done.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal. Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the mire like scat off my boots.
I'd just leave it if I were you.
Wait, you're going into the Institute alone? Sounds like a suicide mission to me. The human-looking synths are the worst. They hide in plain sight.
Won't be able to pick this.
Have you collected any blood samples, Knight?
Yes, here you go.
Is this some sort of a joke? I don't know what that is, but it certainly isn't a viable blood sample. Do you have any or not?
No, sorry.
Drat. Well, maybe next time. As soon as I make a breakthrough.
When it comes to keeping the Pridwin running, Dr. Ingram's
Squire.
Maxon said we're the future of the Brotherhood, so it's important for us to learn as much as we can.
Excuse me.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Pridwin's hull. From the outside. If Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell, I'd be the first one to kick them open. If it was up to me, I'd take every barrel, beauty, and sin. Our vertibirds should give us the air superiority we need to win this war.
Carry food with you, or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. soon as I can.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for a new pair of glasses, since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting.
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
I told you I didn't want the corners bent. The issues were to be in mint condition.
I'm sorry, Proctor, but this is the only limited edition annual we've recovered. Even before the bombs fell, this was the rarest issue. The one where Grognak dies and comes back to life?
Yes, Scribe. I've read the 2076 underlain price guide from cover to cover, so I'm well aware of its past value. The fault for this travesty rests squarely on your shoulders, because you chose to ignore the important lesson I taught you. Which is?
Always bag and board. I'm sorry, sir. You're absolutely right. And I promise it will never... Sir? What's that red blinking light on your terminal?
What? Oh, damn it all! I left it in record mode. Just let me...
Medical report, Knight Captain Cade reporting. I've been working closely with Scribe Naraya, examining some of the synth bodies that our recon teams have recovered. Even though we have yet to recover the synths that appear completely human, these lesser models are still astoundingly advanced. What's becoming apparent is that the Institute is the most technologically gifted enemy we've ever encountered, and therefore exceedingly dangerous. I've turned over all of my data to Lancer Captain Kells, along with my recommendations for developing effective countermeasures for these synths. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how much it will help, given the fact that the real enemy are the synths that could be hiding among us.
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
My experience. Hot shots and big mouths end up with closed casket funerals.
Don't let England catch you standing around.
Commonwealth looks bad.
Sir.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the pleasure of serving. I'm proud to be serving under Elder Maxon. I've had enough alliance in his foolish ways.
Watch your step on the flight there.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release. Target acquired. I'll try to keep him in your sight. Primary target down. Look at that thing bleed. I'm gonna find a place to set her down, and then hightail it back to the Pridwin for repairs.
What's our next move? This area seems to be in disarray. I wonder if this is recent. Judging from the amount of dust present, it's safe to assume we're the first people to investigate this location in quite a while.
Don't think I can pick this.
All right. Hopefully there's something useful here. Never can have too many weapons. You never know what you'll find. out here representing the Brotherhood. Make them proud. This equipment's here for a reason. Let's find out why.
What's that? A noise? Someone there?
Visual on the target.
You die!
Using this level of technology is the lost art that the Brotherhood's hoping to revive. Look at this place. You must...
Sure. Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, brother. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
What happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Dance is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prydwen. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Where can I get more signal grenades?
I'd use the supply I gave you sparingly. These devices are far more complex than a standard smoke grenade. Should you need more, you should acquire them from Proctor Tegan.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed. The only logical explanation is that they've gone underground. That's where we need your help.
Can you take a look at these schematics? A scientist named Virgil said they could get me inside the Institute.
I believe you'd be better served showing these plans to Proctor Ingram. That being said, I'm pleased that you've chosen to build the device with the Brotherhood. Now, indulge me for a moment by satisfying my curiosity. Tell me why you're so eager to get into the Institute.
I think they're the ones who kidnapped my son.
The Institute preys on the weak to further their own ends. Together, we'll make them pay for their crimes. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram. Report to the airport, and get to work on your project right away.
Elder.
I'll send for you if I need you.
Hull plating integrity looks good. No need for adjustments.
Control systems all reporting back nominal.
I don't know about Scribe Naraya. I think she loves her little zoo a bit too much.
Attention. Delta Team Lead, report to the bridge. Delta Team Lead to the bridge.
So, you're the new knight, I heard. Glad to have you on the team.
Greetings, Knight.
Well, the Brotherhood's got a lifetime supply of nuclear ordnance thanks to you. I expect you could use a resupply after a scrap.
Proctor.
What brings you to me today?
I'll take a look.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
We'll stop the Institute. For Maxim and for the Brotherhood.
Greetings, Knight.
It sounds like we owe you our gratitude for wiping out those monsters at Fort Strong. Now, did you have any documents for me? Or perhaps you were interested in aiding a research patrol?
I found some technical documents for you.
Splendid. I'll put them to use right away. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully, and you might be pleasantly surprised at what you find.
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility, but we'll get the job done.